Hello friends, welcome to Credence IS weekly current affairs session. In this video, I am going to discuss about the various current events which happened in the 4th week of July. Moving on to the first aspect, it is related to the ecological sensitive areas of the Western Ghats. So why it is in news? Recently, a draft report has been published by the central government, by the Ministry of Environment and Forest and Climate Change with regard to implementation of the Kasturirangan committee report. So to look into the background of this, Western Ghats, which comes under the very fragile eco-sensitive areas, it is also an ecological hotspot. These Western Ghats need to be preserved and protected thoroughly, or else any damage done to the Western Ghats may have a larger consequences on the environment. In order to give focus onto this, the government has established the committees to look into the eco-sensitive zones of the Western Ghats. The first committee was Madhav Gadgil committee, and according to that committee, entire Western Ghats was considered as eco-sensitive zone. So that committee not gone well with the various stakeholders. Then the government has established one more committee under the chairmanship of Kasturirangan. According to the report given by the Kasturirangan committee, it said that 37% of the Western Ghats are eco-sensitive area or eco-sensitive zone, which means around 59,940 square kilometer will be demarcated as eco-sensitive area in the Western Ghats. So as all we know, the Western Ghats cover starting from Gujarat, Maharashtra, Goa, Karnataka, Kerala, Tamil Nadu. So these are the areas in which the Western Ghats will come. According to that report, the 37% of the Western Ghats needs to be eco-sensitive zones, and in this area they have prohibited some of the activities not to be taken place. According to the committee's report, or what is the draft given by the central government, it says that the areas which comes under the eco-sensitive zones, there is a blanket ban on the various activities, such as it may be mining, quarrying and other activities are completely prohibited in these areas, and any township development, any other developmental activities also prohibited. It has categorized the industries into red industries, orange industries and white industries. Our red category of industries are those whose pollution index is more than 60. If the pollution index is more than 60, those industries are called as red category industries, and there is a complete blanket ban on these industries, that is quarrying, mining, sand mining. There should not be any thermal power plants in these areas, and if there is already power plants or any type of industries are present, they should be phased out in the next 5 years. In the orange category industries, whose index, pollution index, lies down between 19 to 59. So those industries such as maybe which are involved in some of the petrochemicals industries and other industries whose pollution index lies in this, they can be permitted to work but under strict regulations. So in these various areas, eco-sensitive zone of areas, the new township development, new area development are completely banned. So these are the various important recommendations or important points in the draft report. The Karnataka state government is opposing this because of all the 59,940 square kilometers, majority share, that is 20,688 square kilometer lies in the Karnataka itself. So this much of square kilometer is taken over by the eco-sensitive zone, then it will hamper the various developmental activities in the state. This is one of the major opposition why the state government is doing. But according to some of the environmentalists and other section of the society, they are stressing that this is the minimum which we need to ensure that the Western Ghats will be protected properly. This is the minimum which one need to do. If you don't take these measures now, then it will have a larger consequences or larger repercussions on the environment in future. So we need to take this decision and to implement the draft report given by the central government. But as of now, the state government has opposed. Even the elected representatives comprising of the various units have categorically said to the chief minister, and chief minister has recently went to Delhi and given a memorandum to the Ministry of Environment and Forest and Climate Change, citing the various reasons for opposing the implementation of this report. So the government has decided to set up a committee under IFS officer to look into the difficulties in implementing what are the problems raised by the state government. Till that committee's report will come into picture, this implementation of the draft report will not be taken place. So this is with regard to eco-sensitive areas of the Western Ghats. Moving on to the next topic, it is with regard to the Google has recently tied up with the Bangalore Traffic Police in order to improve the traffic problem by reducing the wasting times. So the pilot project has initiated and it has given a good results, wherein the traffic congestion problems, waiting time, and also improvement of traffic lights, better synchronization of traffic lights, so that there is a less wastage of time for commuters at the traffic signals itself. So in order to streamline, coordinate and to reduce the time using the various advanced applications such as artificial intelligence and other Google Maps, the Google company has tied with Bangalore Traffic Police to ensure that there will be a better traffic management, such as using these advanced tools by the Google. It will reduce the waiting time at the traffic signals. It will decongest the traffic signals by streamlining the various traffic signals, so that there should be better synchronized timing traffic signals at the various locations, so that it can ensure free flow of traffic without any much delay in waiting time. So seamless movement of various vehicles, and it helps in better commutation. So this project has been initiated in order to address one of the major problems that the Bangalore city is facing, that is the traffic congestion. So moving on to the next aspect, it is with regard to the various schemes that the government of Karnataka has recently announced. The Chief Minister has announced various schemes to be implemented in next couple of months by the government. The important among them are, the first is the Swami Vivekananda Yuva Shakti Yojana, and under this scheme the government is providing help to the self-help groups. So it will allocate 1.5 lakh rupees for every self-help group under Swami Vivekananda Yuva Shakti Yojana. Here the self-help group of youth will be created, and in each of the 28,000 villages this self-help group will be created, and the major objective of this self-help group is to create a rural employment among the youth. For that, the financial assistance of 1.5 lakh for every group has been set aside. This is one scheme. Then other scheme is Stri Samarthya scheme. This scheme focuses on empowering, strengthening the Stri Shakti groups, okay, in order to empower and give strength to them financially. The Stri Samarthya scheme has been initiated to strengthen the Stri Shakti groups. Then the government has decided to implement Babu Jagjeevan Ram. It is a self-employment program belonging to the scheduled caste people in order to undertake the self-employment opportunities. Then Vidyanidhi scholarship. Government has already brought in the Vidyanidhi scholarship. It is scholarship provided to the children of the farmer family. Now the same scheme has been extended to the children of weavers, fishermen and taxi drivers. Then the one more scheme which is regard to Punya Koti scheme, which has been announced in the budget, where the persons are encouraged to adopt various cows in the Goshalas. So for that it has made an annual donation of 11,000. Okay, the government will provide financial assistance of rupees 11,000, so that the persons can come forward to adopt a cow, and for that the initial amount will be provided by the government, so that they can adopt the cows which are there in the Goshalas. So this is also one of the scheme which the government has announced. Moving on to the next aspect, it is regarded to lantana camera. One of the biggest problem that the Nagarole and Bandipur, especially Bandipur forest, is facing upon. It is an invasive non-edible weed which has grown in a rampant manner in the Bandipur forest reserve. When this lantana grows, it inhibits the growth of other plants, so that there will be a problem of food and fodder to the animals which have been inhabiting that area. Since lantana is growing very profusely, it inhibits the growth of other species, so that it will cut down the fodder or the food required for the various herbivorous animals, so that it will affect the food chain or food ecological system of the forest. And it also brings down, reduces what we call as a groundwater level. It also facilitates faster spread of the forest fire in the summer times. So this lantana will dry in the summers, and it will help in spreading of the forest fire rapidly. So these are the major issues that the Bandipur forest is facing, and the government has taken various initiatives in order to take out this lantana from the Bandipur, but still the forest department is not so much successful in completely weeding out of this invasive invasive weed. So in order to give one more try or to address this issue, the government has decided to clear 1000 hectares of land which has been spread through Lantana in Bandipur through Manrega scheme. So through the Manrega scheme, the people will be hired and they will be given employment opportunity. At the same time, it will also help in taking out of this Lantana weed from the Bandipur. This program was launched on June 29th. It was launched on June 29th, which is used to be a World Tiger Day. To mark the International Tiger Day, June 29th, this program was initiated. So these are the various current events which happened in the 4th week of July. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching this video.